Setting up your webinar for YouTube Live. And we're live.
Thank you. I am making this announcement in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, Laws of the State of New Jersey. The Borough Clerk has prepared a schedule of the meetings of the governing body of the Borough of Kenilworth for the year 2020. The Borough Clerk has posted a true copy of this schedule on the bulletin board located at the front entrance of Borough Hall, and has maintained true copies of the schedule to the local source, the Star Ledger, and the Home News Tribune, and is maintaining a copy of the schedule in her office during the year 2020. Accordingly, the notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied in regard to this meeting. Please stand for the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty
and
and
justice for all.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Cesari,
Here.
Councilman Clementi,
Here.
Councilman David is excused, Councilman Ladati,
Here.
Councilman Lopez,
Here.
and Councilman Shelkey.
Here.
Can I have a motion to accept the department reports for the month of March 2020?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilman Ladati, seconded by Councilwoman Cesari.
Various advisories were received from the New Jersey State League of Municipalities.
Is there a motion to accept communications and reports?
So moved.
Second.
Hey, before we go on,
Councilman
excuse me, Laura,
Cesari.
our YouTube is not working.
It's showing that we're live. There
I'm on
should be maybe a 20-second delay.
No, I got the spinning wheel of death. I
That
tried
may
it.
be on your computer, Councilman.
Yeah, maybe it is. Okay, I'm sorry then.
No worries. Thank you.
Did we get who seconded that motion?
I did not.
Who seconded the motion to accept the communication and
Lopez.
reports?
Second.
Councilman Lopez. Yes? I feel a
Yes.
little confused about the screen. Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, I'll have my report. As we continue to battle the coronavirus, I would like to update everyone. We currently have 47,437 cases of COVID-19 in New Jersey, 4,831 cases in Union County, and 61 cases in Kenilworth. In a further effort to keep us safe, Governor Murphy has ordered all state and county parks closed due to the extremely high number of people congregating in them. We have also followed this rule in our community. All of our parks will now be closed to the public. Public safety is and continues to be our highest priority. There's been a high amount of latex gloves and masks in our recycling loads. These items are not considered household recycling and should be properly disposed of as trash. Under the advice of the CDC, I greatly encourage the use of masks or face coverings, along with gloves when you are out in public, for your safety and for the safety of those around you. Please dispose of these items after each use in trash cans as well. There has been a large number of these items littered in parking lots and sidewalks. The Union County COVID-19 Test Center is located at Kane University and is open, free of charge to all Union County residents, first responders, and healthcare professionals who live and work in Union County. COVID-19 symptoms include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Patients can call 908-373-5105, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to be connected to a nurse who will triage and assess symptoms over the phone. Persons receiving an appointment can proceed to the testing center at their scheduled time. No other primary care doctor prescription is required. The primary election has been extended from June 7th to July 7th. With the holiday season among us, I join many of you in feeling disappointed that we cannot celebrate in the ways that we are accustomed to. Many places of worship are live streaming services on social media outlets. In compliance with the governor's request, I urge our residents to please celebrate the holidays with only the family members that you live with. We all understand the difficulty of this sacrifice. However, this still remains necessary to reduce the spread of coronavirus. Please count yourself in the census. Currently, Kenilworth is counted at 53.4%. As always, I extend tremendous gratitude to our first responders out there selflessly serving our community every day. Also, a big thank you to all essential workers showing up, putting themselves at risk so that we can get the supplies we need. Thank you to our borough employees who are working hard under difficult conditions to keep our borough running smoothly. Our borough clerk, Laura Reinerson, and our CFO, Joe D'Iorio, for working so hard to make this virtual meeting a reality and streaming it live for our residents on YouTube. A shout out and a big thank you to several amazing borough employees who have been doing wellness checks, checking in with our seniors to let them know that they are not alone and to make sure they have what they need. Thank you so much, everyone. I wish everyone a joyous holiday. To all the children in the borough, I would like all of you to know that the Easter Bunny is a designated essential worker. I am grateful and honored to serve our amazing community. Please stay safe and well. Be kind to others. We are in this together and we will get through this together. Thank you. And next we have the finance report, Councilman Lopez.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Finance report for the meeting of April 8th, 2020. The Finance and Tax Office continues to work remotely during this state of emergency. The staff meets once a day through Zoom video conferencing and includes various departments as needed. All tax and finance departments, PTR forms, PD5 forms, and other forms should be mailed to 567 Boulevard, Kenilworth, New Jersey, 07033. Please do not send cash payments. If you would like a receipt, please enclose a self-addressed envelope, stamped envelope, please. Because of the current pandemic, the state has placed a hold on all homestead rebates. Sorry, here, hold on. Apologize. Bear with me. Yes, they placed a hold on all homestead rebate credits at this time. This month, the state Senate will be voting, this Monday actually, the state Senate will be voting on a bill to extend the time in which property taxpayers can pay taxes without penalty. The current law does not allow municipalities to extend grace periods except when a natural disaster occurs. The state has not defined the coronavirus pandemic as a natural disaster. The state has also postponed the introduction of municipal budgets to April the 28th, or the next following meeting of the governing body. In the case of Kenilworth, that will be May 13th. This will allow municipalities the opportunity to consider additional expenses as well as anticipated losses in revenue in their municipal budget as a result of the COVID-19. The chief financial officer is monitoring the potential loss of revenues from construction fees and municipal court fines. This information will determine the best course of action with revenues and municipal budget expenditures overall. The CFO, actually all CFOs and tax collectors in Union County and surrounding towns have been in constant communication via email about these and other financial matters. As new information arises, our CFO will let us know. Thank you very much, Mayor. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Councilman David is excused this evening. I believe Councilman Clementi has his report for Public Works.
I do, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's from Joseph Kinney, our superintendent of DPW, and he has a couple things he wanted to announce. Number one, DPW crews are working alternating work weeks as a precaution for the COVID-19 outbreak. The DPW is performing the normal sanitation schedule, and there are no interruptions in any other services. The crews are cleaning the boulevard, cutting grass, cleaning the parks, and picking up brush. They are still providing a 24-hour emergency sewer services. And just another reminder that the bulk pickup has been canceled for April. Please, if you put anything out there, just bring it back in because there will be no bulk pickup for the near future. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Department of Public Safety, Councilman Clementi.
Okay, Mayor, thank you. Just a few things. In the middle of this crisis, I just wanted to personalize for a moment, some of the courageous people in our community. And I'd like to personally thank our Chief of Police, John Zimmerman. He has been commanding our police department every day. He's working long hours from his command post and providing the public safety efforts. The chief is leading the crisis with total focus and professionalism. And Chief, thanks for keeping our town safe. We all really appreciate it. The chief is constantly looking and securing supplies for his department. To date, there have been no absentees to our police force due to the virus. So that's a great thing. They're staying safe. And also, the chief has received some contributions from businesses and residents, which is always welcome, and he's using those funds to secure supplies as needed. If you hear sirens on your street, it may not be an emergency. The police department, the fire department, and the rescue squads have done at least 3 drive-bys to wish the children a happy birthday, driving by their house and making them happy. They can't have their friends over, they can't have parties, so this is the next best thing. So that's a great thing, and I'm sure there'll be more to come in the next couple of weeks. The chief also wants the residents to be aware of the coronavirus fraud. There's also hoarding and price gouging that's going on, of course. So if anyone feels like they've been approached by someone looking for their personal information, please don't give that out. And there's a phone number that you can call to report it, and that is 866-720-5721. Or there's an email address. It's disaster@leo.gov. I also want to personally thank our borough clerk, Laura Reinerston, and her staff, and of course, Joe DiIorio for keeping the town running, like the mayor said, keeping us posted about everything that's going on every day and letting the town residents know as well. And let's make sure that we're supporting our local food establishments who will provide takeout services. We need to keep our downtown alive, and we need to try to keep our businesses in business in this tough time. So that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilman Clementi. Planning and Zoning, Councilman Shelkey.
Thank you, Mayor. The Planning and Zoning report, the staff continues to do the best they can while the building is closed. The planning board has canceled its meeting for tomorrow night and will meet at the regularly scheduled time next month. A complaint was received regarding a property owner grading into a drainage ditch. Our engineer is addressing this as we speak. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman Shelkey. Recreation and Fire, Councilwoman Tsiri.
All right, thank you, Mayor. I received a report from Chief Kruger today for the fire department, and our rescue squad is doing an awesome job as far as attending to calls and treating people, and they're going right in there and offering their help and their services, and they're really doing an awesome job. The chief is really proud of them. They're there, they're ready to work, they're ready to go, ready to help people. Our supply is starting to run low. It's depreciating as all supplies are, and we will be obtaining more supplies later in the week, as Chief Kruger puts it that way. And the fire department itself, Engine 63, is now in service, as I said last meeting. And that's all I have for fire. Recreation. The Easter egg hunt will take place and from people's front porches on the night before Easter. The eggs will be dropped off and they will be filled with candy and goodies so that the families can at least have their, have like a little celebration for themselves in their own families. As we know, all parks are closed, so all the playground equipment has been roped off, and it has been for a while. So, but now DeMario is now closed completely. It was only open for passive recreation, but now, as the governor has closed all county parks and state parks, we go along with that. So, other than that, that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Tsiri. Health, Education, and Human Services, Councilman Ladati.
Thank you, Mayor. On the education side, the school board submitted their budget to the county superintendent, which was okay, meaning we were on track with what they suggested. But from what I understand, things are going to change with the way this pandemic is getting us. Graduation. I know a lot of people are concerned about graduation. There's thoughts from the Board of Education on what to do for these kids. All schools in Kenilworth, maybe move a graduation to July, maybe have virtual graduation, maybe have virtual awards, or maybe we'll be able to actually do award dinner or something for the kids. I hate to see them, mess up. And as you know, all sports have been closed. And I feel bad for those spring sports who didn't get a chance, who kids may have had some ideas of getting some college credits or going to school. Going to the library right now. The library again is closed, and but it's a virtual library also, which means our website will give you the availability to get movies, books, and everything else. So it's www.kenilworthlibrary.org, page ID equal 186. The second thing there is no fees. So if your books are late, they said don't be concerned about it. Just take care of them, and when this thing's over, they'll get to bring them back. Health department, again, the health department's been great. They've been helping us out. They're involved in all the meetings, and they have a big job because they're also taking care of Union, which has some heavy-duty population there. So kudos to them. Next is welfare. I know we don't discuss welfare that much, but I really like to know, is the county taking care of our people that are homeless in town, or are we doing it? I really don't have an idea of how that's working, being that the county has it now. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman Ladati. Next, for council consideration is the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilman Clementi and seconded by Councilman Shelkey. Is that correct?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Yep.
I can't see who was who. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolutions
Aye.
1 to 4 are listed on the consent agenda and will be enacted by one motion. All items will be recorded individually in full in the minutes. Councilwoman Cesari,
Yes.
Councilman Clementi,
Yes.
Councilman David is excused, Councilman Ladati,
Yes.
Councilman Lopez,
Yes.
Councilman Shelkey.
Yes.
The consent agenda passes. I have an ordinance this evening, public hearing and adoption for 2020-04, an ordinance adding Chapter 5-43, establishing administrator position in the Borough of Kenilworth, County of Union, State of New Jersey.
Okay, the purpose of this chapter is to establish an administrator position in the Borough of Kenilworth. Is there a motion to open the floor to public for discussion on this ordinance only?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilman Ladati and seconded by Councilwoman Cesari. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have no one approaching.
Okay. Seeing no one approaching, is there a motion to close the meeting for public discussion on this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilman Clementi and seconded by Councilman Shelkey. All in favor?
Aye.
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 There a motion to approve the ordinance?
Motion.
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Be it hereby resolved that ordinance 2020-04 entitled an ordinance adding chapter 5-43 establishing administrator position in the Borough of Kenilworth, County of Union, State of New Jersey, was introduced and approved on first reading at the regular meeting of the Borough Council on March 11th, 2020, and approved for final passage at the regular meeting of the Borough Council April 8th, 2020, after all persons interested were given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance in accordance with law. Councilwoman Cesari,
Yes.
Councilman Clementi,
Yes.
Councilman David is excused, Councilman Ladati,
Yes.
Councilman Lopez,
Yes.
and Councilman Shelkey.
Yes.
Okay,
The ordinance passes.
excellent. Is there a motion to open the floor to the public?
Motion.
So moved.
Council, motion made by Councilman Shelkey and seconded by Councilwoman Siri. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have no one approaching.
Okay, seeing no one, is there a motion to close the floor to
So moved.
public?
Second.
Motion made by Councilman Clementi and seconded by Councilman Shelkey. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Is there anything else to be brought before the Borough? Okay, if there's nothing else to be brought before the Borough, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilman Ladati, seconded by Councilwoman Cesari. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Stay safe and well, everyone.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Is that your